Are we going to see an end to co-anglers on professional boats? And will they become extinct? That's what we're going to talk about right now. Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know, I am Steve Chapman. I'm Get Your Fish On. And for years, when I did the radio show and interviewing some of the biggest names and interviewing pro anglers, I always felt like being a co-angler with a professional was a very good way to learn and see and test the waters if you wanted to become a professional angler in your future. This was a great place to start and to learn from some of the best. However, these days, being a co-angler almost means you're paying to sit in the back of the boat and watch an angler fish. And it has me questioning if this is not the way of the future. Are co-anglers going to be extinct? Forward-facing sonar and technology has really hurt co-anglers. Also, when you get on the boat and with a boater and you're a co-angler, there's lots of things that you need to make sure you don't do. But if a boater is a forward-facing sonar technology dominant angler and he really wants to win, these days you need to use the technology to win. And that doesn't leave a lot for co-anglers in the back of the boat. They don't have an opportunity to fish the same areas or the same fish. And you're in a weird situation and position as a co-angler. Because while those anglers, that boater's up front looking at fish and seeing fish, he's positioning the boat so he can win. And rightfully so, in most cases. And anglers or co-anglers don't have the opportunity to see the same fish. And maybe they're sitting behind an angler that's fishing structure in front of them. And you're in back and there's no structure and it's just empty water. There's no fish back there for the co-angler to catch. And co-anglers are upset because the technology has made things completely different in professional fishing for them. And that means you're not learning from the pro angler, you're not catching fish and probably able to advance to the next round in some instances or win money. And you're just sitting there watching that angler stare down at his monitors. And without co-anglers, we're going to see some tournaments not have as many boaters also. If a boater can't get or doesn't have a co-angler, they will start to diminish that field. And those boaters won't be confirmed, and then they won't be able to fish. And while the organizations won't probably ever say this, but the co-angler is really kind of out there to make sure that the angler isn't cheating. We have to also remember that crash that happened on the Harris chain last year. The co-anglers didn't say anything until it was too late. And it's really hard to tell a boater who's the owner, who's pre-fished and done all of the work beforehand, hey, you can't do this. But co-anglers do need to stick up and stand up for what is right to make sure that that boater is not cheating and that he is abiding by all the rules, that all the rest of the group or all the rest of the anglers are having to abide by. And while I've researched and looked at some of this stuff, I've even read some comments of people saying that boaters will ask for gas money. And I do believe if you're going to be a co and be on a boater's boat, you should at least throw them a few bucks. Throw them $50. They've been out there working, especially if they don't cash. But some boaters are shaking down their co-anglers, which pisses off co-anglers. And this is just a few people because there's a lot of boaters that believe I'm already out there fishing. It's not bad for me to have someone in the back because I'm already fishing as is. And that boater really doesn't mind. But squeezing a co-angler for money or a portion of his winnings if he happens to catch fish is not good and doesn't help co-anglers want to return. And you are on that boat as a guest. So you need to listen to what they're doing. And there are times when the boater and the co-anglers fishing styles don't match. And you have a few bad tournaments as a co-angler and then you're probably going, I don't like forward-facing sonar. I'm not getting to catch any fish. I'm just wasting my money. I'm watching someone stare at their monitor and I'm not doing well. It all adds up to co-anglers slowly getting pushed out of this industry. There is declining participation. There's limited exposure. And in this current situation and in the industry, co-anglers aren't being looked out for enough. Now, is there a way to get back and co-anglers get back into it and interested? Yes. But something has to do about who they're paired up with. Or if we shouldn't have a a tournament where it's forward-facing sonar versus non-forward-facing sonar. Because anglers that are on a scoper's boat are not going to be happy. That's why we're seeing a decline in the participation of co-anglers. That's why we're seeing a decline in participation. And there's little things that can be done to help boost it back up. Because learning from a pro on their boat, listening to them, just getting the one-on-one is something all of us, most fans and anglers, would love to do. And we really need to see that co-anglers are getting the right prizes and the contingency prizes. They need to be better. Those prizes need to be so much better because they're getting a shot at living out or moving to the next level. And that's what you do as a co-angler. Co-angler wants to be a pro fisherman at some point in time. They want to live out the dream. And if the prizes and the contingency prizes don't increase for those co-anglers, like getting a boat or whatever it is, we're not going to see an influx or any movement forward in the industry for new anglers coming in. Because becoming a pro angler is really expensive. And if you have the opportunity to win a boat or contingency prizes to help boost you to that next level, then you'll take the chance of being a co-angler. And there isn't enough of that going on. Co-anglers' prizes have just continued to decrease. We need them to increase so that we can see some really great co-anglers move into pro fishing. Now here's what you can do. You can tell me what you think in the comments below. So comment below and tell me what you think. Thanks for hitting that like and subscribe button. Thanks for all the new members, all the new subscribers, all the people who comment constantly over there. I love the comments. I try to reply to all of them. I really appreciate it. I'm humbled by the success this channel has had this year. I'm really humbled by it. So thank you. But if you're not a subscriber, you should be. It's quick, it's easy, it's free. All you have to do is hit that button and you're part of the team and family. And I really do appreciate it. Check out Friday nights. I'm going to try to do lives at 8 p.m. We'll do questions and answers. Maybe we'll get some people on there and talk fishing. And we're just going to have fun. We're going to have this as a community, as like we're all sitting around a fire trying to enjoy an evening of just talking fishing. So check it out Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd love to see you there. So remember, take a kid fishing, tight lines, cheers, and get your fish on. I almost said that completely backwards. Cheers.